morning, good morning. It's your girl, Shaunie B. And if you're cool with your girl, go on fool with your girl. And if you see me, you are blessed to see another day. And you rocking one of the best. Yes, honey. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Y'all, normally I would not be live on YouTube. I would do TikTok and Facebook. But since TikTok has given me a violation, I'll wait till the violation expires, and then I'll be back in a few business days. But you know what? We don't hold you here on Shaunie's where we get right on into the tea, baby, because we got work to do. Right at the top of the docket, there's this woman, and her name is Charlesetta Richard. Charlesetta. Red flag right there. And Charlesetta allegedly has a reputation. Her reputation is basically dressing up in a nurse outfit, going into the hospital, specifically the mother-baby unit. And she's, in so many words, I don't know if she's trying to steal a baby, but she's not supposed to be there. She's not supposed to be there. I don't know what in the world is going on with the security. Now, I don't know if she used to work there or what. But she pulled this stunt at Memorial University Medical Center, and the security department has put up the picture of her. Now, this is what she looked like. Just the way she looked, YouTube, lets you know just how her mouth's set up. That she wakes up with the smoke every day. So I'm not sure how successful she's been with tampering with people's children. But the fact is, she gained access to this unit. That is scary as hell. I don't know if y'all know how serious this is, because people can take a newborn easy. Well, it shouldn't be, but they do. And once that newborn's gone, how you gonna find the baby? Okay. I remember when I had my son. And you know, in the hospital, they move you around based on what rooms are available. And I don't know if it was just a slight overlook, but they did not take my chart to the room they moved me into. And whoever had the room prior to me wanted to give their son up for adoption. Now, I was higher than a kite because I went from having a natural birth to an emergency C-section. So I was high. Boy, the drugs they gave me had me on cloud 9. I felt like I was doing a moonwalk on Jupiter. Thank God my family was sitting by my side, because just imagine if I was knocked out. You know, you do your chest to chest and you do your little breastfeeds and whatever, and they just came in and took my baby. But I remember vaguely hearing the lady say, "Are you ready to give up your child?" I said, "Who? You agreed to give your child up for adoption?" I said, "I ain't signed no papers for that." So just the fact that mistakes happen, or people have unapproved interests into these labor wards, these mother wards, these, baby, it's getting scary. So I hope that they find her, because she pulled this stunt on February the 13th. And if they haven't found her, I'm nervous of what other hospitals she's going to sneak into. And that's going to be a problem for somebody. Now, I don't know what her intentions are. I don't know if she's just doing it just to see if she got the power, or she's doing it to see if she can really get the baby. Either way, it's uncomfortable, because she don't work there. Or if she did work there, she's revoked from working there now. Or if she's not revoked from working there, she's not supposed to have access to that floor. It's so many reasons, but the fact that they say be on the lookout means that she's not supposed to be there, Deborah Cox. But baby, listen, y'all need to do better on y'all check-in badge-ins, because that's crazy. Y'all got me going like, what? Next story. So if you guys are familiar with Rudy's Chicken, if you've ever been to Dallas, Texas, it's a staple. Oh, thank you. Said I'm pretty. I appreciate that. It's a staple. I had it when I very first moved to Texas, and the line be wrapped around the building. Rudy's Chicken is the hood version of how Chick-fil-A line be wrapped around the building. It's just more on the side of fried chicken, fries, pickles, and jalapeno carrot setup. You gonna sit there for a while. So if you go to Rudy's, you might as well set aside 2 hours out your day, because you're gonna be in the line. They have a walk-up window and they have a drive-through, but you're gonna be in line at the minimum 45 minutes. I'm not gassing you up. Now, back then when I was eating reckless, then yes, I would get me, and my family, a little a little meal, legs and wings and some fries, and we'll have a good time. But now I'm not on that eating that greasy fried food type stuff, so I don't go to Rudy's often, and I'm not on that side of town often either, nor do I have 45 minutes to burn in gas. Like, I'm all for supporting, but godly. But it's one of those staples that's here in the city. Now, Rudy's popped up on my docket. Popped up on the docket that they too are going to be closing their doors. I just told y'all yesterday, Walgreens is on the docket. Not closing their doors, but laying off 600 people. UPS laying off people. FedEx laying off people. So a lot of companies are going that route. What's up, YouTube? Y'all coming on in there? How y'all doing? So Rudy's, since it has been tickling the media that they're possibly going to be closing their doors, the people have been supporting. The people have been supporting. Now, again, if you ever come to Texas, this is what Rudy's looks like. Okay, it's a staple in, I think that would be called, it's not North Dallas. That might be South Dallas. I'm not sure. Hell, I'm still learning. Every time you turn a block in this city, is a whole nother city. So you just gotta remember, it's over there near Keast. If you're over there near Keast, then you can get it. So when the world caught wind, or when the states or the people within the state caught wind, they started supporting by the masses. And it has even gotten so far that Rick Ross has an interest in saving Rudy's chicken. I don't know if Rick Ross owned it, if he gonna bring lemon pepper, add some flavor to chicken. I don't know, but he's challenging X the Plug to go in with him, and they're going to possibly buy the chain. Now, it's just one Rudy's chicken, so I don't know if somebody gets it, are they going to franchise it and they're going to be everywhere? Because to me, people don't know the historic value of places, and when they buy it, they franchise it out, it loses value to me. Okay. Now, when the city found out that Rudy's, Cliff, thank you, Casey. Oh, I was like, where is it? My brain, I knew it was off of Keys. I'm like, is that North? Whatever. But you know what? You got my back. Kiva, what's up, baby? When the city heard that this place was closing, the city had pulled up on them. And this is what I'm talking about, supporting your places that were your thresholds when you were a kid. And the lines, you think the lines was wrapped around the building any other day? It was down the street. It was a 2-hour wait for chicken, front window and on the street. And I said, that's how you save a business. Now, I don't know how far in debt they are, because you could pull up to save them, but if they owe a lot, their support is great, but we got to figure out on the books, what do they owe to why they have come out with the announcement they're closing. But I love the support, because some people turn a blind eye, and then you're like, well, I missed this place. It's too many boarded up buildings that were legendary places that we would shop and eat at. If all we did was come together to save it, we would have it. Now, I can't say I'm going to swing over there because I've changed the way I'm eating. So, but if I'm over there, I might fool with them, just put a little dollar in their pocket. Okay, they do have, you mean like car videos, like drive-in movies? Because they got one in Texas. It's in Fort Worth, and I need to go because I heard it's cool. My homegirl Queena told me about that, because those are things that I used to do. I missed going to the skating rink. Not saying they are closing, but they're not as many as they used to be. So if you have a staple that is known to your city and they say, look, we got some financial woes, take your money from other people that don't appreciate your dollar and save that piece of tradition. Because when it's gone, it's gone. Now, I do not know if I want Rick Ross to own it or not, because I don't want it to change to because Rick Ross is Miami. Like, what he know about Texas? Like, you got to keep it Texas grown. Okay? Yeah. Next story. So there's this story, and I've been trying to figure this out because I'm working on my anger. I don't like racism, and I don't think a lot of people do, but then there's so many people that do, but it's just how you're raised, right? Well, there was this story of this mother, and let me pull it up on the other phone, because she's a Texas mom, and the South is extremely racist, but the East is, there's some states in the East Coast that's racist too. Hell, racism is still alive. They just be concealing it. Kanye West told us that years ago. Now, apparently, her son went to a sleepover, and it must have been, she's African American, and the sleepover that her son attended had, I'm assuming, a melting pot of people, but particularly white people, okay? And somehow, some way, you know how sleepovers go. People play pranks on people. Whoever go to bed first, get it, or whatever, and they tease you. They might do pranks on you. But this prank was too bad. And this prank went so far that the kids, in so many words, I believe, put urine in this boy's, I don't know if they put it in the drink that he drunk, or if they just peed on him or in his mouth. Let me get the specifics, because it disturbed me either way. And it makes me say, let's get you the exact situation, because we don't want to upset y'all too much this morning. So Summer Smith is the mother, who's represented by attorney Kim Cole, said that her son went to a sleepover for a birthday, okay? This happened back on February 2021. Of course, you know when things go to court, it take a while, right? And he went to sleep early, so I don't know if they woke him up or whatever the pranks was for the build-up that night. They forced him to drink a cup of urine. I almost threw up in my mouth. They forced this black boy to drink this urine. Now, I know you're saying, well, Shaunie, how do you force somebody? I don't know what the setup was that night. Maybe he was outnumbered, okay? So her son was a minor at the time. Now, the thing was that when the mom found this out, she went to what we call social media. She made it, brought awareness to it. And she was just saying, look, nah, I'm not feeling that. This is immature. It was stupid. It was nasty. And I'm not going to stand on that at all. So then when she was going out talking about how this made her feel, she, of course, mentioned the name of the person whose sleepover it was. And that boy, that Anglo-Saxon, sued Mrs. Smith. Now, here it is. I'll be in prison too. Shit, I'll be under the prison. Call me law-abiding citizen. Now, when she went on her rant, okay, the young boy was represented by, I don't know who he was represented by to win this, but he took her to court. And what if I told you she owes him $3.2 million? How do you make my son drink piss and I owe you $3.2 million? They just slapped that damn, they just said $3.2 million. Looked her in the eyes and told her she owed these people that did her son wrong. She's raising a GoFundMe right now, okay? The people said that she misled the public, which basically attacked the boy whose part it was, or who was involved with making the boy drink the urine. And that's why they reversed the verdict, where he was originally found guilty, and then it reversed, and now she owed him money. When I say that pissed me off, that's why it took me so long to bring it to y'all, because I'm trying to work on my anger, because when stuff ain't right, I get extremely upset. Like, I'm like, what? What type of protection is this? That's that Jay-Z protection. God, how you do me wrong and I owe you money? The good thing is that she don't owe it today for today. She has the ability to appeal it. It is structured racism. Come on, KC. Talk to them. It is crazy. Because not only is this a situation, and we're not trying to make this white versus black, but I'm just trying to tell you, it's like weird to me. They found a boy the other day, a young man the other day, and he was found hanging from a tree. They come back and tell us, police tell us, no foul play. I never see You might see some people in life dealing with mental health crises that may tie themselves up to their bedroom door and jump and stuff. But y'all found this man in the woods, and you telling me he had the strength to climb up a tree with no tactical gear, take a noose, and say, you know what? Turn up for what? And jump. Come on, man. Miss me with it. No foul play. Y'all better get ready. Get ready. So at the end of the day, they pick and choose when they want to use the law for good. That's why people are upset. That's why they flipping over tables. But we're not going to stay on that. We're going to go to the next story. Put that in your pocket. So, next story. Now, y'all understand that there is a supply and demand shortage. So there's just a few products that you might not see readily available because of the shortages. Now, I don't know if it's the shortages or these damn tariffs, but regardless of, y'all need to be mindful that Topo Chico is going to be dealing with a shortage. So if that's what you like to put in your drinks, that little mineral water, you better buy it now, because you might not see it as much. And if you don't know, now you know. That is that mineral water right there with that yellow label. I be seeing it sometimes when I do different, events. And I be like, oh, okay, what's that? I don't really drink it, so it won't affect me. But somebody needs that carbonated mineral water because you like it. It puts you in the mindset that if you mix it with something else, it gives you a soda without the sugar, without the fructose and all that corn syrup stuff. So people use it for many reasons, but the fact that there's a shortage, it may be unavailable here shortly. So just understand that the facilities are in Mexico. They're undergoing facility upgrades. That's what they tell us. Allegedly. What's up, MB? Somebody line. Y'all just interrupting what's going on with these countries, and they just ain't fooling with you. I told you these countries own a lot of stuff that we have here. They make it, they distribute it. So if we don't get on their bandwagon, or at least negotiate better, we ain't gonna have a lot of stuff. We just gonna be looking stupid. We might have paper towels. We might have Kentucky whiskey, but that's all we gonna have, because we don't manufacture a lot of stuff here at all. But that's their business. Keep pissing people off, you're gonna find out. You're gonna be out here looking stupid. Next story. Now, there was a story of this doctor, and it touched my heart because we all know of situations where people go to the doctor, they may not have the right insurance, or better yet, you hope that you build a rapport with your doctor that they will look out for you or put you in a better position knowing your financial situation. But we know that it's about the $100 bills, y'all. But there's this one doctor. His name is Michael. And Michael, for decades, have been treating his patients with or without money. He did not reduce his clinicals based off of your financials. He took care of you. And we need more Michaels in the world, okay? And so basically, over all of these years, even some people, he would say stuff like, look, if you don't have the money today, I'll still treat you. You could come back and pay me later. Some people never came back because some people never had the money. But he never tackled them and threw them to creditors. He still performed the surgeries or whatever he needed to do to keep these people alive. And for that, we say, thank you. Now, I don't know what type of upside financial loophole to put him in, but this is where the story takes a twist. Throughout his journey, he was diagnosed with cancer. I hate cancer, let me say that. And during his journey, the cancer tore him up. I believe he actually lost his sight. He discovered that his health insurance was no longer active. His medical bills flipped upside down. Just taking him through there. Take him through there. Where you going, twin? You know? They set up GoFundMes for him. And although he never turned a patient away, this is what I be telling y'all. You don't have to do something with expectations to receive something back in return. If you're doing something from the kindness of your heart, you are going to be blessed. There's no time limit on your blessing, but please believe it's coming. Okay? Oh, that's what, I didn't know y'all had a doctor here to do that. And it's so crazy because everybody came together to help this man. And it's just like, damn, he paid it forward and it came back tenfold. I love stuff like that. Now, I don't know where he is in his cancer journey now, but the way those people put up that money, they've raised over $250,000 for this man to cover his treatments and get him through recovery. So when we hear stories like this, you say, dang, it's a choice to be an asshole when you're working in a profession. You don't have to do that, especially if it's your business. You can make exceptions. Now, don't let nobody bend you to the side and take advantage of you, but let your heart lead you, okay? Either way, it's just beautiful that his patience found the money now to help him get out of his rut. I cannot stand cancer, and those treatments are expensive. When my mother was suffering from cancer, they was prescribing her pills. It cost $90 per pill, and she needed 3 months supply of it. You went to school, you do the math. Baby, listen, it ain't for the weak, I tell you that. Next story. So y'all remember I was telling y'all about Waymo, which is the robo taxi. You get in and nobody's driving. It's a self-driving car. And everybody was excited about it. They thought it was so dope. I would never put that much trust in anything driving me and it ain't a human in the seat. Hello? Ain't no way, because that Waymo has been glitching lately. I've shown y'all videos where it has went down a railroad track the wrong way. I've sent you a video where a man was using it to get to the airport. He hopped in and it was going in circles for 45 minutes. They could not get it to stop. I don't even think he made his plane on time. He was like, get me out of here. And so when you talk about trusted technology, you got to know when it fails you, then you got to go in there with that same energy to say, well, another one based on this. Well, here's the now new problem that Waymo is having. A lot of customers, when they get out the car, they're not shutting the Waymo door. So because it's a completely, robo car, the car is not smart enough to shut its own door, which is crazy to me because y'all built it to do everything else. But you can't have an automatic shut lapse after like 20 seconds or something. So what Waymo did is Waymo said, you said you'll pass, hell, I'll pass too. Waymo said they're paying people that specifically work through DoorDash. I don't know why that's the only people they will hire to do this. Maybe they have a business deal with each other, but they will pay people that work for DoorDash in Atlanta specifically right now to go and shut the door of the Waymo car so the Waymo car could take off. I said, well, why the hell you got the damn car? Like, at this point, y'all need to be in the lab trying to figure out, put in some type of code to shut the door. I'll take the money too, though, because if all I gotta do is drive around the city and shut the door, but of all places, Atlanta? Baby, they stealing cars in Atlanta left and right. I'm not gonna go shut no door. That might be a setup. My fingerprint could now be a part of a crime scene. I'm not helping you shut no door. Y'all must be, what? How much is the pay? I'm not getting involved. Absolutely. Now, if you would have said shutting the door in Nebraska, I might have said, all right, cool. Shutting the door in Oklahoma, I might have said, cool. But shutting the car door in Atlanta, absolutely not. Baby, listen, I barely want to rent a car in Atlanta because I'm scared you're going to take it. Some jobs just ain't worth your time, baby. Just, And for those of you that don't know what the Waymo car look like, this is what the robo-taxi look like. You might see that W on it. I've seen some of the cars that actually got that big old, you know how a securitized car look and it got that big yellow thing on there? They got that on there because it's reading, I guess, the signs from the universe and the satellites. I'm not sure, but it's an ugly car. But I don't want to be in it and I don't want to be involved in it. Y'all need to go back to the lab and figure out how to make the door auto shut. You do everything else with the car. That's weird that that's one of y'all problems, weirdos. Next story. So there's this teacher that's facing backlash because he is in Texas. Texas is hot on the news this morning. But basically what he did was he brought pizza to school, okay? And when he brought he brought several boxes of Domino's pizza. And the deal was that you get the first slice of pizza and a drink for free. And if you want to come back, then you would get charged $2 for the next slice or the next slices. And so parents or whomever else was associated with the school was like, if you're going to have a pizza party, have a pizza party. But don't be charging the kids. But then there's some people that are on the other side of it, and they're like, Well, they pay for lunch if they want a special lunch, or they can bring their own lunch. You don't have to participate. And I was just like, well, I don't know how to feel about it, because if somebody bought 20 boxes of pizza and they gave me the first slice for free, and they gave me a soda or a cold pop, depending where you're from, isn't the blessing that he offered them the first slice of the drink for free? I mean, every time I turn around, my son's school is asking us for money. You want a shirt? Pay $10. You want to wear jeans today? Pay $2. Like, every time I turn around, they got something going on. You want to do this? You want to have a free day? Pay $2. So, like, when are we saying charging anything is bad? Like, should he just have opened up the pizza box and given them that one, and when it ran out, that's it? Or is the fact that he's getting his money back for what he bought the pizza for bad? $2 for a pizza, I don't think it's bad. It's Domino's, so really you need to bring it down to $1 a slice. It's Domino's. Relax. It's not like it's stone brick pizza. But you don't have to buy it. I guess that's why I'm confused, because he gave you the first one for free. So that was a blessing. But if you want more, which these kids definitely be greedy, pizza's one of those good things. You can eat it hot or cold. Is it bad that he's charging them for the second slice? That's the question for the day. I can't tell you if he's right or wrong, because my son is a very picky eater, so he would probably bring his lunch, and he might take that first slice and just be happy and satisfied. I just don't foresee me bringing to him an extra $2. Like, I didn't even know that you could charge as teachers students for things. But again, I'm not at every school either, so I don't know. Maybe he created it as a fundraiser or something. Maybe that's why he was able to bring in 20 boxes of pizza. I don't know. Y'all will tell me how y'all feel about it, because he still gave him one slice for free. Could have not did anything. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day, when the pizza's not sold, what is he going to do with the slices of pizza that are unsold? Do you now give them away for free? What's up, Smoke? Do you give them away for free? Because people do that all the time. You might. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Man, don't have me crying on this thing live. Amanda, it goes hard in the paint for me feeding the homeless, and I appreciate that donation. Like, sometimes when my son goes to, like, for instance, to play baseball, or you might go to a basketball game and they have them concession stands. When they can't sell the hot food anymore, they don't want to take it with them. So then you might see them say, clearance, clearance. Does it make it right, or does it make it wrong? Because, going in is not free. So I don't know. I would give the kids the stuff, but I'm just a different person, and I'm not saying he's wrong for charging them. I don't know the rules when it comes to things. I do things from the bottom of my heart, so I don't know. And I'm not saying he's not doing it from the bottom of his heart. I'm just saying I wouldn't charge him. I would just bring a pizza, and whoever got a slice got a slice. But maybe he has a mission that he's on. Maybe he's getting it for school supplies, whatever donations he get. Couldn't tell you. Next story. So they're saying right now that between 25% and 27% of unemployed people in the U.S. of this A have a 4-year college degree. Yeah, and there's a handful of them that got masters too that's looking for jobs. It's y'all fault, because y'all keep firing people and not hiring people that are competent to do the damn job. You outsourcing it for robots, and you're outsourcing it to India. Every time we call customer service, how can I help you? And I know I push one for English. But either way, at the end of the day, it sucks, because they're not giving us a refund on our college degrees. They're not giving us any types of reductions on forbearances or anything. They're not deferring nothing. We got these bills, and y'all firing us. We done went to all these different years to school to just still work. Well, I saw a sign at Brahms yesterday, and it said, now hiring, $9.70-something. I said, $9? You know how long a Brahms ice cream sandwich shop line is? I'm scooping ice cream and making burgers for $9? Who still goes into an accountant office and put $9 by somebody's name? That's crazy work. Whew. Jesus be offense. Please, y'all. And this is on a serious note. Right now is early voting. Texas, we right at it. I voted last week, y'all. Please Go to the polls and vote in these Senate seats, these railroad commission seats. I get it. You ain't gonna know everybody on the ballot. Go get a sample ballot and do your research and see what these people are going to contribute to your community. Because if you miss this one, you're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be hurt because these propositions that's on this new voting ballot is serious. We talking about education serious. We talking about after school funding serious. We talking about unemployment serious. We talking about Medicare, Medicaid serious, and housing. Please go vote. If your city and state is outside of Texas, find out when your voting is. But we got to remove these people because they're making these rules and it's hurting us at the bottom. And then they trying to make us pay higher taxes, and while the rich is sitting up there on an island drinking Mai Tais all day. Please go vote. I'll put that message in there. But yes, the unemployment rate is very high. So what I want you to do is challenge yourself that thing that's your hobby, that thing that you like to do that brings you so much joy and fulfillment, start learning how to turn it into money and make that a business, and follow the different pages that you follow, the people that you look up to. Hey, Miss Jerry, and start challenging yourself to say, how can I make this lucrative for me and my family? And then on the side of whatever job you do, get money, or what you say, get money, because they gonna fire you. We're not speaking it into existence, but it's happening. And you need something to fall back on, because them bills don't care about your due dates. Your due dates are due dates. Them are anniversaries. They don't care about you losing nobody in your family. They don't care about you losing your job. They're going to be like, you got 15 days. The pink notice has been mailed out today. They're very insensitive. So find you some side hobbies. Learn how to wash a car. Shout out to MB. Learn how to DJ. Shout out to MB. Miss Jerry got a whole daycare center. Learn how to do something that you love to do, so you don't have to worry about somebody telling you how much you deserve to be paid. Put that in your pocket. Next story. So this weekend on the 28th, is Saturday, they're saying that there are going to be 6 planets that are going to align and be visible with the naked eye. Now, that probably would explain why my sleep patterns have been choppy, because the planets is moving. Because I woke up this morning at 2, like I was ready to go to work. I said, well, sleep. Like, don't y'all know I got to get up at 5? Like, why would I get up at 2? I looked at the clock, I said, ugh. But my body, and I don't know if y'all body been doing this too. Yes, Crockett she a beast, baby. Checkmate. At least, are you hiring too? MB, send me that so I can put it out there for my people looking for a job. I know somebody looking for a job right now. So when we had, and I don't know if y'all remember this, but when we had that solar eclipse situation where for, I think, 20 seconds, the moon came in front of the sun and it got dark in the middle of the day. We all got off of work, or we all was able to get the 3D glasses for protection, the UV ray glasses for protection. We went up and we looked up. Shit ain't been the same ever since we looked up. Because y'all remember, it was a movie called Don't Look Up, and we all looked up. It ain't been the same since. Food ain't been tasting the same. Your body don't sleep the same. If people are snapping and doing stuff weirdly, you're like, why is everybody so angry? Why is this person taking this person hostage? It's just weird stuff. So now that the planets, these 6 planets that are going to do this rare planetary parade, and we can just look up and see it. I don't know if I'm looking up this Saturday. I don't know. The last time I looked up, it ain't been right. So I think that is dope that the planets are going to be kind of visualized like that. I have a telescope. I don't know what time of the day it is. Hey, Belinda. All I can tell you is Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn will be visible with the naked eye. If the skies remain clear, that y'all know they playing with the weather. So they might cover the damn sky up so we can enjoy the experience. Or if you do it, Uranus and Neptune will also be in line, but you will have to use binoculars to see those too. Baby, that's probably why my sleep been choppy. I got a weighted blanket and I take some magnesium before I go to bed. And I still woke up like the alarm went off. I was like, why am I up at 2 or 3 in the morning? Now, thank you, Lord, I'm awake. But I need these Z's because I got to go work for the man. So just put that in your calendar if science entertains you in that order. Next story, New York City. If you got family in the East Coast right now, they are snowed in, baby. When I say them folks got 12 inches of snow, I said, damn. They are now paying people up to $45 an hour to shovel snow. I don't know who wouldn't go get a shovel in snow, but that's 12 inches of snow. But y'all used to that. That's why I can't stay in no place that's always cold, baby. I'm not feeling it. But $45 an hour to shovel snow, that could be you. That could be you. I couldn't tell you it could be me because I hate the cold. It's been so cold in Dallas, but it was so hot last week. That's why everybody coughing and sneezing. It ain't allergies. It's probably the early stages of a cold because our weather is doing too much. Now, like I posted this morning, I was driving and I saw a sign that said, we are on a warning for fires, wildfires. I was like, can we get a break? So we cold and our place could burn down? It's crazy. This ain't California. Why are we even under that warning? Like, where is it fires at? In the country part of Texas? Don't bring that to Dallas. Baby, look, y'all better get some house insurance, some renter's insurance, because the last time they had them fires, it took off. And I know it was man-made set because that's what they do. They try to distract us from what's going on. But keep dropping them Epstein files. Keep on. I need to see it. It's cold as hell. It was 42 yesterday. It's 45 today. I said, You see, I'm talking to y'all with a jacket on. I don't normally have one of them on. Okay, so you think, okay, bet. I'm gonna be looking for that too. Next story. Now, I told y'all a few business weeks ago that they were canceling a lot of daytime TV shows. Sherry Shepherd was on the docket. Kelly Clarkson was on the docket, and they were tickling about Jennifer Hudson. I told you I wasn't sure if that was going to go through, but that was a conversation to be had. Well, I'm here to tell you that Jennifer Hudson, out of the two that I named prior to her, she's going to be one of the shows that's going to be renewed for season 5. I don't watch daytime TV, so it doesn't affect me, but I do know those people that are daytime TV hosts, and it's like, dang. But it does take a lot of money to run a production, so I get it. But J. Hud, keep on going. I keep on going. Good thing is all of those people I named have musical careers or acting careers, so they have other opportunities. And to be frankly honest with you, podcasting is where it's at. You know, everybody got a podcast. So if you can't get on a syndicated network, just take your own phone, set it up, and do like I'm doing right now and give people the news. They'll tune in if you're interested. And if they follow you, they're going to support you. Just get you some production at the house. That way you ain't got to worry about hiring a makeup artist and a dress artist and a person to bring the donuts. And like, it's too many people on the bill. Like, it's just too expensive for viewership. You got to meet expectations. Last story, let me say that. So there was his father. His name is Richard Ferguson. And why this story is interesting is because Richard Ferguson had a 15-year-old son at the time he was 15. I'm not sure what permissions Richard allowed his unlicensed son to have. Because, you know, sometimes people will say, all right, just go to the store for me. I don't feel like going. And then they'll let they unlicensed or I guess some people do have license, but they can't drive by themselves. They're minors. They have to have somebody 21 years of age in the passenger seat with them. But these parents are older, like 60 and 70. So they're probably going through health alignments where they can't always be in a car. So I don't know what his arrangement had been prior to that day. Now, this is Richard. Okay, I don't have a picture of his son because now his son will be 17. What happened was he allegedly said that he did not give his son permission, but the keys were in a place that his son could grab and go. His son basically, with 2 other friends, hopped in their family car and took off. According to the friend that testified on the stand, he said that they were going to his house because they were going somewhere. So he was going to get dropped off, get dressed, and then they were going to go to the other friend's house, get dressed, and they were going to go to whatever they were going to. Now, again, according to Richard, the father, he did not give his 15-year-old unlicensed son permission to drive the car. But he also, when he noticed the car was gone, he didn't do anything to go get that same car. He just was like, all right, I guess they'll come back. But he was calling, but the son wasn't answering. Now, this is where the story gets a little messed up. It's because the son, unlicensed, 15, was driving 80 miles per hour. Blew through a stop sign in Florida, right? Pew, pew, Neptune's down. And he happened to hit this car. And this car contained grandma and her 3 grandchildren. And then I believe the grandfather was in the car too. He was the only survivor. He was the sole survivor. The 15-year-old car crashed into them people going 80 miles per hour. T-boned them. Bow. Everybody but grandpa died. So now we are here for the hearing. And here is the final the final verdict. The 15-year-old, because he was a minor, and this was 2 years before now, only has to serve juvenile time in jail. So when he turns 18 or 19, I'm not sure what Florida laws are, he gets out. Now, I don't know if there's repercussions outside of juvenile detention, because that's why I don't like the juvenile detention, because young kids are making adult mistakes and they get a tap on the wrist, depending on how old they are. Once they turn 18 or 19, that sentence is done. They free. Meanwhile, this family is grieving. The mother had a 1-month-old in the car. I think one of her children was 8 and the other one was like 13. And she lost her mother. So the bad part about it is the father, who said he didn't give his son the keys, but also didn't stop the son when he knew the car was gone, they gave this man 37 years in prison. The man is 60-something years old. Not only is he 60-some years old, he has stage 4 prostate cancer. He in court crying, saying that he has remorse to the family. He can't take things back, but he could have did more things to stop what was going on. And I was just thinking to myself, oh, that's a hard pill to swallow. Because if you kill my whole family, people are like, the mother that had the children, that lost her children, said that that family, or that man, because at the time when they were investigating, the father was telling his son to not cooperate with police. And she was on the stand saying that she'll never be able to see her children again, her mother again. And it was the worst feeling ever that she wasn't expecting. And why the hell was that kid even driving that fast? And why did this kid, unlicensed, have access to the keys? And she's right. She is validated to feel the way she feels. And the world wants us to have pity, but they're not charging these kids right. That man ain't got no remorse. He was going so fast, y'all, when the car hopped the street, said pop. Them people died on impact. It wasn't no wait. Them folks died on impact. And I had said, dang, Shaunie, if you were in their shoes, what would you want the verdict to be? I would be mad, y'all. What's up, Natalie? I would be so mad. I don't even understand if I would be having any remorse. You took my whole family away from me. Like, there is no, don't go too hard. No, go hard. Like, I would be so devastated. And I'm just sitting there like, why the dad did not do enough, but the son did the damage. Why is he only doing 3 years in juvenile detention? Like, what happens after juvenile detention? I need to know that part. Because if he get out and walk free, that's 3 years of his life. And he destroyed a family's whole life. I just don't know how our judicial system is working. Other countries ain't playing that. Other countries is an eye for an eye, baby. They will take you how you took somebody. But either way, sometimes you just have to look at the stuff and say, we got to tighten up. We got to tighten up on these laws. We do, because more and more minors are doing things because they do get tapped on the wrist. And it has affected his father, because now he can't get access to medication to stop his or help him survive through his prostate cancer, because the state ain't finna pay that type of money to him while he's in jail. He gonna have to get the bare minimum of whatever his doctor can prescribe him. And he may end up dying in jail because his son took his keys. So to you young folks that's thinking there's no penalties, you're putting your parents at risk to take the blame for your negligence. And it sucks. It sucks. To that family that lost everybody, I have to keep you in heavy prayer, because it wasn't supposed to happen. Your family was driving like a normal day. And every day you leave your house, y'all, somebody's doing something crazy with a high rate of speed that could take you out for life. Or paralyze you. And people just think that sorry is it. You just can't say sorry. You need to do better, because you knew better. I can't tell you if that family forgives or forget, but I can tell you it will be hard as hell for me too. But God is working on me, ain't he? Either way, words of encouragement for today. Backup plan. Backup plan. The way that I tell y'all about all these job closings, please get you a backup plan starting today. People always ask me, how do you know what you good at? How? Baby, listen, the thing that you can do every day and it's no effort, extra effort needed. It's just you can do it with your eyes closed. You can do it, and it makes your heart happy. That is the thing that you're going to say, I'm really good at this. Let me take this serious. Let me do some more research, because I'm getting nervous about what's about to happen. We are in 2026, and we are in a hellhole of trouble. I need all of us to have a backup plan. Ooh, something. Do the Aretha Franklin process. Just put it under your couch. Whatever you get, put it under your couch. Don't even put it in the bank. Don't even leave traces that you got money. Because when they figure you got it, here come a new law and here comes some new taxes. But seriously, get you a backup plan, because when you get that pink slip, life stops, but your responsibilities keep going, okay? For those of you that are like, hey, Shaunie, when your next show? This Saturday, I will be in Dallas. Tickets are on sale for That's Funny, Ain't It? Comedy series. It's 6 of us. It's coming to make y'all laugh. I believe right now those tickets are $20. I do not know if you can buy them at the door. It is an Eventbrite situation, so check that out. I double confirmed I'll be in Tyler, Texas, March the 7th, taking my talents to Empire Lounge. It's going to go up and it's going to be stuck. March 11th is my birthday, but March 14th is my paint and sip for my birthday, and March 13th is the karaoke. And then last but not least, I will be in San Antonio, Texas on the 26th through the 28th for a comedy festival for a lot of awesome female comedians that's out here doing our thing. So we'll be taking over the stages of San Antonio. So it's so many shows that you could catch or see. Hopefully, if you guys are not in Texas, That's Funny comedy series is on YouTube. So because he has a new streaming network now, so I'm not sure if he's still going to stream to YouTube and stream to the new TV subscription that he is, but I hope that he streams it to YouTube, because then you'll be able to see it for free, and then you guys can come laugh with us as we laugh, make y'all laugh, okay? Other than that, dark time. Oh, don't forget to text me, MB, about what your job requirements are, so I can post on my page. Either way, YouTube, it's been fun. Amanda, always much love and respect to you. Facebook has been a vibe. I will see y'all tomorrow. I am coming to work tomorrow, so I'll be in the whip with some new tea. But y'all be blessed and highly favored. And if nobody told you they love you, I'm telling you I love you. And if nobody told you you're a force to be reckoned with, in everything that you're doing and you've tried to do, you're doing really good at it. Just keep going. Keep applying pressure. Y'all be easy. Don't be greasy. And I'm out this. Peace. Bye, YouTube. How do you turn you?